Be showing you a hip mobility routine that's super simple that you can use in your own personal workouts before like leg day or something to maximize your squats or your deadlifts or whatever. 2 yoga blocks will be really useful for this, but you can also use like a bench or anything sturdy. So before I start, I just want to say a lot of people are going to tell you you need like 10 different stretches for your hips, when in reality, we only need 3. All right, so the first one we're going to do is an outer glute stretch. All right, so an outer glute stretch is this abductor area. So you've ever seen the abduction machine in the gym? That's the area we're stretching. All right, so you're going to take your leg and you're going to set up in a 90-90 position like this. All right, so my back leg's 90 degrees, my front leg's 90 degrees. This is really important. Okay, if your leg is like this is not good. All right, you need to have your leg in that 90-degree angle so that you can get the correct stretch. All right, now from here, I'm going to use my hands and place them in front of my leg, and I'm going to reach my chest to my knee. Okay, so I reach this way, and I'm trying to think about keeping my back straight as much as possible as I initiate the hinge. Okay, so you're going to do this 20 times per leg. So 1, 2, 18, 19, 20. All right. If it's too easy to use your hands, right, you can put one hand behind you and do the push-up. And then eventually use no hands to use a push-up. Okay. You can also just chill here for a second. You don't have to do the push-up. You can just chill here, getting that stretch in this area of your hip, the outside of the hip. All right. You can also explore reaching your head to your foot. Seeing if you can get your head to your foot is a really good test of mobility. Or in general, you can just explore in the middle. Whichever way you're going to feel, it kind of feels a little different on either you go to your foot or your knee. And one last thing I want to say about this one is that when you're initiating the hinge or when you're going down, I'm actively thinking about pressing my knee into the ground. Okay, that's going to help prevent the stretch from going to your knee and actually keep it active. Okay, so I can actually use those outer glute muscles. You're going to do this stretch first, and then you're going to go right into the next stretch, which is the groin. So this is going to be our middle split holds. Okay, so basically, the way I like to set this up is start standing. All right, now when I widen out, it's really important that I just don't stay standing like this. I actually have to hinge at the hips, at the waist, to actually allow my femurs to rotate in the proper manner so I can feel that stretch in the adductors and not just, jam my hips. With the yoga blocks, I'm going to hang out here, okay? And I'm just going to, for this first set, just go really easy. Nothing to, push yourself super hard in this first set. As long as you feel that stretch in the adductors, you're good, all right? Now from here, I like to hold this for about, 30, 60 seconds for the first set. And for the second and third set, because ideally you should be doing at least 3 sets of hip mobility per exercise. The second set, we're going to do some pulsing. So we're going to go down, come up, all right? So go down and come up, all right? So I'm thinking about squeezing the floor with my legs, and that allows me to get the correct activation in the muscles, okay? And then you can bring it closer if you need to bring it closer, because if it's too much stretch, just bring it in, right? If now you can also widen out further if it's not enough. Just make sure that you are hinging at the hips. Why I like the yoga blocks is because you can rotate the height of it, which allows you to adjust the difficulty. Anyway, when you finish this stretch here, we're going to go right into the last stretch, which is the front split stretch. Have my front leg heel on the floor, okay? So my toes are pointing up. That stretches the hamstring a bit more, and I'm going to have my toes pointing into the floor forward like I'm kicking, all right? Like I'm kicking this way, all right? I have the bench to support me, to spot me. Do not do this exercise without a spot. Same thing with the middle split. Don't do those without a spot. I'm going to reach down into a split as far as I can. Now, if I go too far, I can just bring it back in, okay? Use the support to help you. And now, ideally, you have something else on this other side. I don't have something just because I'm pretty confident in myself and my flexibility. But if you're not, you might want something on this side as well. I'm going to reach down and just hold it right here, right? So if I hold this position for like 30 to 60 seconds, I'm using my strength in combination with my flexibility. At the same time, I'm stretching my hip flexors right here. I'm stretching the hamstring on the front leg. Now, should you straighten your legs, you can straighten your legs if you'd like. I like to keep them a little bit bent. I don't know why, it just feels better for me. I'm trying to keep this glute squeeze on this leg, so I'm trying to push this hip down and extend this hip forward. All right, that keeps my hips in the correct position and allows me to get into the correct stretch. Hold this for about 3 sets of 30 to 60 seconds, as I said, and that allows you to improve hip flexor and hamstring mobility. And once you're done, you can just put your hand on the floor, come back up. All right, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you like to join my Skool community where I would give you one-on-one coaching for your full body mobility, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, all people are welcome. If you'd like to improve your squat mobility, your neck mobility, your hand mobility, your wrist mobility, I really have programs for everything. I'll see you inside. If not, then I don't really care. I just thought I'd put that out there for you. And yeah, take care.